The Health app is one of those apps on the iPhone and on the iPad that people don't really take advantage of it because it is extremely important, powerful, and useful. That's why in this video, I wanted to give you over 25 tips, tricks, and a hidden menu that you probably didn't know about. Let's do this. Come here. If you learned more than 5 things in this video, drop a like and hit subscribe. That's the only thing that I'm gonna ask you. Okay, back away. Let's get started. Now, I always use the Health app on my iPhone, but now, thanks to iPadOS 17, we can now access the Health app directly on the iPad. Now, since the Health app has so much information, so many submenus, I think the best experience of the Health app is actually on the iPad. So the first tip that I wanted to tell you is make sure to have your summary page right here, this main page right here, organized. Now, the way that you organize is basically customizing it to your personal needs. Now, you do this by tapping on this edit button, and from here, you can actually favorite whatever you want to know about your health on your dashboard. So from activity to body measurements to cycle tracking to hearing to the heart to medication to mental well-being, I mean, you can activate whatever you want. And if you, let's say you want your activity levels, you can simply tap on favorite, then tap on done, and it will show up on the dashboard. Now, before we go over everything that all of this means and all this data in a very simplified way, I wanted to tell you my second tip, and that's for you to get accessories surrounding Health Kit. For example, at home, I've got a smart scale, so every time I weigh myself, since it's actually compatible within the Health app, I can actually know how much I weigh automatically. As you can see, within the last 6 months, I've actually weighed myself. So on May, I was weighing like 67 kilograms. You can actually see all of my evolution of my weight. I gained weight here, I lost some weight. I'm someone that tends to get skinny even though I eat a lot. So I love keeping track of my weight. Now here's the thing, like I hate adding data manually. Like you can do this, and that's another tip that I can show you. Just by simply tapping on add data, I can actually let the app know, hey, I'm now weighing 67, which I actually weighed myself today, and it will update to 67, for example. But I mean, who wants to manually add their weight? So that's the tip. I mean, there's so many different accessories, there's so many different weights, blood oxygen, like there's so many accessories that are actually connected within Health Kit. I'll actually leave a couple links on Amazon down below if you guys want to check them out. Another tip that I wanted to tell you is sharing, because you can actually invite people within health sharing. Now, why would this be useful? For example, let's say you've got a grandma or a grandpa with an iPhone, with an Apple Watch, or with an iPad. You can actually be connected within their health network. So especially if your grandma or grandpa, for example, has an Apple Watch, I would definitely recommend you using Health Share. As it says, you're in control. Keep friends and family up to date on how you're doing by securely sharing your health data. And then what I was telling you, most importantly, dashboard and notifications. So just imagine your grandma is having some irregular heart rate rhythms. You'll actually be notified. So I think health sharing is really, really awesome. You simply, share with, you simply add their Apple ID, and then you're good to go. Here's another powerful tip. If you tap on your profile in the Health app and then scroll to the bottom, you can actually export all of your health data. Maybe you want to send it to your doctor. Maybe you want to send it to a family member. You simply tap on export data. It does take a couple moments, but once you're actually exported, it will actually export it via a PDF. So maybe you can mark things up with your Apple Pencil, or once again, you can just simply send all of your health data to your doctor. All right, so let me tell you everything that I have personally set up in my dashboard, so maybe you can get some inspiration. Now, here's what I like to see of myself. First off, I've got the activity app, so I can know how much I've moved, exercised, and stand. Now this all connects to my Apple Watch, so automatically within Health Kit, it's all synchronized through iCloud. Blood oxygen, since I've actually got an Apple Watch Series 9, constantly it's being measured, as you can see, my blood oxygen levels. So for example, here I was at 94%, which is not good. And it's cool to see, usually you have to be around 94 to 100. So it's really nice to see your percentage over the last few years. And now what's cool about wearing an Apple Watch is that if you've actually been wearing within years, you've got so much data in health that is very, very important to see. And then I've got caffeine, because I actually measure all of my caffeine intake within an app called High Coffee. I'm someone that doesn't like to drink too much coffee, even though I love coffee, and I love to see my caffeine intake. For example, I've had a coffee today, but as you can see, I can actually see the daily average within the last few days of the last few months. Check this out. I can also check all of my ECG. Since I've got the Apple Watch Series 9, I can actually take an ECG right from my wrist. I like to know Hey, have I washed my hands and how long have I actually washed my hands lately? Once again, so much data. My heart rate, my mindful minutes, for example, how much I've meditated, how much I've actually stopped and actually breathed for a couple minutes, noise notifications. Now this is actually something, my respiratory rate. Now this is also very cool to look at and very useful information. This is only available on the Apple Watch Series 9 once again. Sleep is also a very powerful one because since I actually track my sleep with my watch or with my iPhone, all of that data is all here. Keep an eye out for highlights inside of the Health app. For example, over the last 7 days, you've averaged 8 hours, 40 minutes of sleep, which is great. I mean, sleep is super important. And then at the bottom, here's another power tip. You can actually get a bunch of different articles that are written by Apple or different tips from Apple themselves in order to sleep better, in order to breathe better. I mean, every single one of these little categories has their own tips from Apple. If you want to know how many steps you've done throughout the day, I love having this one as well. And since I wear my Apple Watch and my iPhone every single day, I mean, it's super cool to see, you know, hey, when I went to New York that exact day and that I had this trip, how many steps did I do, right? And check this out once again, the highlights within the steps is crazy. You're walking less than you do on a typical day. It will let me, hey, you usually walk a lot more. Your average steps each day are down this month compared to last month. So maybe this December I've been working more, so that's why I've done less steps. On average, you're walking less this year compared to last year. See, so it gives you these insights. Since there's so much data constantly coming from the watch, especially having all of these here is pretty cool. And then about steps, it will also give you, hey, how are you calculating all of these steps? Now within the Health app, it will let you know how every single feature is actually calculated, which is very nice. The water temperature, time in daylight, this is a feature that I absolutely love, which is brand new to the Series 9. This is something that I love. Since I work from home a lot, since I work at the studio a lot, it's always very important to have time in daylight. Why time in daylight is important, right? For your eye health, for vitamin D, for mood and sleep. Being outdoors is very, very important. So within the Apple Watch Series 9, I can actually see how much time in daylight I've actually been. As you can see, December, I usually work a lot, so I spend less time in daylight, a lot less. Now, these are all of my favorites, but here's another tip. If you actually want to see all of your health data, you can do that as well. As you can see, there's this option to see all of your health data, and it's all here from nutrition to hand washing. It's all inside of here. Show all of health data. And then on the bottom, you've got more trends, more highlights, you've got more articles, which I gotta say, they are very, very interesting. Now, if you take any medications, any pills, here's a tip that I'm gonna tell you. You can actually set notifications for pills. You simply add medication by simply tapping on the add medication. Maybe let's just add pill as an example, as a name. What is it? A capsule, a tablet, a liquid? You simply add tablet. Or maybe it's a cream. Maybe it's a cream, for example. I've got this rash in my hand right here, as you could probably see. Hey, I gotta add my cream. You know, maybe I don't gotta add a specific strength. I can just simply skip that. But when do you wanna take this? When do you wanna add cream to your hand? Well, hey, every single night at 10 p.m., which is usually when I go to bed. Next, and then you can just simply add an icon. Maybe I can do this since it's a lotion icon. Tap on next. You can customize the color for you to, this looks like poop. Okay, white is better. And from there, you can schedule the cream, the pill that you have to take, maybe every day at that specific time, and then you can add some details if you want. And then if you're actually sharing with another person, that person will know if you've taken the pill or if you haven't. Then instead of mental well-being, we've got a brand new feature in iPadOS 17 and in iOS 17, which is state of mind. You can actually log how you're feeling. As you can see, log an emotion or mood. You can log how you're feeling right now or how you felt overall today. Now today has been quite exciting because it's one of the first videos that we're doing here at the studio. So we're actually gonna put quite pleasant. You know, it's been quite stressful, but you know, I'm excited, I'm confident, and I am proud for everything that we've accomplished today. What's having the biggest impact on you today? Well, I guess it would be work because I am very, you know, you can also add additional context. So for example, first day at the studio, then tap done. And there you go. You've now logged how you're feeling. Now, I want to get better in doing this because once you've done it a lot within the last few years, once again, going back to all the data, the more data you have. See here on the 30th of October, I was feeling slightly unpleasant. So it's very cool to see the moods. I can't imagine having a bunch of different moods within years of seeing it. I think that's going to be quite awesome. And then we've got cycle tracking. Now this is a feature that I'm obviously not using. This is just examples on, you know, what you can do with it. But if you're a woman and you want to keep track of your cycles, well, first off, you've actually got all of your wrist temperature, your period, and there's a bunch of things that, you know, you can add info in order to see all of your symptoms, from breast pain, diarrhea, dry skin, fatigue, hair loss. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do. So if you're a woman, I know a bunch of women that are actually using the cycle tracking app because of its simplicity, and the Apple Watch app makes it super easy to keep logging your mood, or especially, you know, your period, all within the health app. In Europe, in most countries, we don't have these features available, but in the US, there's a bunch of hospitals that can actually give you a bunch of info, a bunch of results. For example, all the lab results that maybe, you know, you went into the doctor to have this lab result. Well, the doctor can actually include it in here for you. So if you're American, I would definitely be checking in the health records a lot because it's super cool to have all of this here. So I hope you found this video extremely useful. If you want to find a bunch of tips and tricks for Apple Music, you can tap this video right here, or you can subscribe if you're new to the channel. Once again, you promised me if you learned something new, you were gonna subscribe. So, I mean, I guess welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.